Hello everybody and welcome to Hunter Gatherer channel, and today we're going to drag a little bit of wood out. The main purpose of the video, I've got a cherry tree, or my dad has a cherry tree on the back side of his gully, and I'll show it to you here in a second. The wind must have blown just right, and I think it probably has a little rot spot on it. Anyways, it blew the tree right into pieces, and it's hanging and it's kind of still connected, and we're going to go get it so it's not hung up in the tree anymore and drag it out for firewood. But we've got this maple tree here that's been sitting for quite a while. It's super dry, so we got the boom on here. It has picking tongs on it, and as we lift it up with the 3-point hitch, the harder you pull, the harder it bites. And we're going to just rip this out of here, take it down to the firewood area, and then we're going to go check out that cherry tree. So here's the tree. It's all blown apart. My guess is that it was rotten on the inside and kind of hollow here, but it's kind of still hanging on there a little bit, and the top is up in all the other trees, so it's kind of hung up in that way too. So the game plan is to come over here, clean up some of the stuff that's in the way, and then maybe trim this piece off first, and then start working my way around. I'll probably take this piece off here. And this is the second cherry tree in this area that did the same thing. 2 years ago, I had one just about 20 feet away. And it was the same situation. It was hollow on the inside. You can see it snapped and down in. And I cut that for firewood 2 years ago. as I was trimming, this last piece was all that was holding it on. It's not very big. And I saw that it was leaning mostly on this side of that pine tree up there. Well, let's see, on this side of the pine tree to the right. But it was on this side of that pine tree, so I wasn't sure which way it was going to want to go, but I saw most of the weight was coming to this direction. But you never know, so that could have broken loose, and it could have decided to slide this way to right towards me. So kind of got as far away as I could and was using one hand, and it worked out. So we're gonna hook the tongs on right here and try to pull it slowly out of that tree. And we might have to take it in two pieces, we'll see. Got the tree out of the other trees successfully. I don't know if you noticed, but this is uphill. As I was dragging it down, it was trying to push me the whole way so that it would come up in the air a little bit. And if I would have pulled really hard and the top slammed down, it could have like bounced back towards me. So I was trying to just bring it a little bit at a time. And it worked out. It kind of got hung up at the very end, so it was like horizontal. And not really wanting to come out, but we got it out. What we found out is that that little bit that was holding it on was sending enough water up to the top to where there's a bunch of leaves. So there's still some pretty green parts to this. I think I'm going to cut it into a couple of sections to bring it out. I mean, I probably could do it all at one. I'll limit first and then see what I think. So I'm going to get some of these limbs and branches off. And the biggest thing, it's not the weight, but it's the length that can kind of make it difficult to get out of the woods. So I just cut a section of the log off. I took all the big branches off, just chunked them up and threw them in the bucket. But this is what the inside of that looks like. Just all punky and rotten. So he had just the outside holding it. And when that wind came, it just blew the whole bottom apart. So that's what can happen sometimes. You just got to be careful with trees like near your house or whatever. This is kind of getting more solid here. So we just kind of chunked these other pieces up, and they'll still burn. They're not going to be great, but I'll throw them in the bucket and take them with us so they're not in the roadway. Hold on. Probably about a, I don't know, face cord and a half anyways, or face cord in that one piece of cherry. So that's pretty cool. At least in those two, that maple there too is another little half or so. But that boom and the tongs there, it's pretty sweet because it keeps it up out of the dirt. You don't fill the log up with a bunch of mud or whatever. And can haul a pretty good amount out here in a short time. So I'm gonna buck these up. Got about 20 minutes or so before we gotta head out, and just wanted to show you that tree. Kind of just wanted to get it on video of me getting it out of the air because it was a little sketchy. You didn't want to just stand under that. It was high enough to where it could drop on you, and just enough holding where it didn't want to come down the rest of the way. And so, and if you're not sure about it, if you got a tree like that and you're not sure about it, probably get somebody else to get it. I almost considered grabbing onto it with the tractor and just trying to yank it to snap it out of there, but I didn't. When you do that, there could be some other issues happening. So anyhow, that's it. Just want to let you come along with us, and want to let you know we love you, God loves you, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy wood cutting and preparing for deer season. See you guys.